Good day, guys. So today's topic is gonna be, can a male and female be friends, just friends? It's a lot of perceptions. It's complex. Loads of angles to look at it. So it's our generation that probably first started this. My mom's generation, they wouldn't have had any male friends or female friends, kind of, because obviously there were men that had affairs on the sly, but that's a different scenario. But openly having friends was like, once the woman was married, her all her interaction would be with the husband's family, would be bargy bargy, you know. If they were working outside, there wouldn't be a friendship. It would just be work colleagues talking about work. They wouldn't be allowed to go for like, oh, I'm just going with my mate, we're gonna pop out for a munch, and gee, I'll be back, I'm just gonna go with Steve for a munch, and we'll just talk about some stuff at work. And about, they wouldn't that would not happen. And obviously that happens in our generation. Things happen now. But obviously, even in our generation, I know a couple of mates, when they've just got married recently, all the girls have locked them male mates off, and he's locked his female mates off. So why do people do that? There is reasoning behind it. Most friendships start when one person likes the other person and there's a friend zone. So it'll be like, oh, I get to like this person, and one of them will ask the other person out, and they're like, nah, I don't see you that way. Let's be friends. So from a male perspective, some guys like to play the long game. They're like, I'll just be her friend, be there for her, whatever she needs. And then when she's vulnerable, or her man messes her up, or, you know, sometimes they do steering in the marriage just because he's fancied her for all them years and he's still waiting for his shot. Or even if he's married, they're like, okay, if my marriage messes up, her marriage messes up, it still might be a chance. So they're hovering around. So you get them type of friends. And it probably works the other way as well. And I can only talk from a male perspective. And most male geezers, if they think the girl's hot and even though they're in the friend zone, if there's an opportunity to come to hit it, they will hit it. Do you get me? If the female gives them the opportunity. And sometimes when the female's vulnerable, when she's having problems at home, and she keeps talking to this friend, and he keeps giving the right advice, giving lifts, bailing out for money, doing this, doing that, then she might have a moment of weakness and think, you know what, the guy that I need to be with has been my mate all along. And boom, 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 and she initiates it. And most guys ain't gonna say we're just friends. They're gonna take it. You know what I mean? So there must be people that are just friends and they've never had any emotional feelings or physical feelings. That must exist, yeah. But you know what I mean? I'm not saying there it's not a possibility, but you can see why some people just lock off all. If they ain't brothered or sister zoned, the friend zone can be a tricky zone. Things can happen. Feelings, when people are there for each other all them years, feelings can happen, and it can go to physical. And this is how a lot of affairs start as well. A lot of affairs are start with women cheating with their best friend who's a male, or a friend of the husband who they get close with, and they say, "Oh, this geezer's a bit better. He talks to me a bit better, treats me a bit better." Do you know what I mean? And probably vice versa happens with the males as well. Do you know what I mean? Males are more prone to cheating, but women are cheating these days as well. So I don't know, man. Obviously, you have to have trust in the relationship, but sometimes trust is not enough. And if you do trust your partner, they could be out anywhere with whoever they want. You trust them, innit? But things can happen, man. It's especially if you're going through a bad patch in your marriage. Definitely things can happen. So I don't know how to play it. You know what I mean? Probably having a clean break from all your mates, this and that. But which girl or guy is gonna accept that these days, innit? But it will stop all paranoia and just causing further complications in your marriage. A lot of people do that, especially in the Islamic culture. They lock off all their mates and stuff, and that's it. They just focus on their home, their nuclear family and stuff. There is up in there that have mates and they keep at arm's length, but when it's every day they're meeting or on the phone a bit too much and this and that, and when there's a bad time, you never know. All it takes is one mistake in it. People might regret their mistakes, and or they might keep it sly. They might have a kiss in the car, or hold hands, or even do the deed and just keep it sly forever from the partner. But then you leave them with a lie in it. So this friend thing is a new thing in our culture, and it does cause problems. But if you are going to be friends, just keep it, focus on the nuclear family and keep it arm's length. And, try to, the ancient things, whenever they used to see a female needs to take another thing with them or not even look at them. Them days are gone in it. They're long gone in it. Because, but if you are, have you got some friend who's the opposite sex? You try to always have someone there with you, so nothing go on, because things can go on. They do, especially if you're going through a bad patch in your marriage. And this is why some guys and women don't want their partner speaking to the opposite sex at all. And I understand that. I get that as well. But then people say that's old school dinosaur. The main thing is trust in it as well. If you trust your partner, then nothing go on, nothing, and you think, oh, nothing's gonna go on, then fair play. But sometimes people do shady shit. People lie, and people can be scared of their partners and never tell them because they think, oh, this kid will kill me and stuff as well. So a lot of shit happens. So it's a complex thing. Overall, I would say, if you are gonna be friends with the opposite sex, most time there would have been emotional feelings from one side. Sometimes even both, but they're just friends on it, or waiting for the day, or as a backup plan, or something like that. I know it's complex, man. There's no right or wrong answer in it. You just gotta do as a couple compromise when you get married. You just gotta come to these sort of compromises. Or is it a compromise, or is it a total lock off, or is it arm's length? But when it's too much, obviously that can interfere with a marriage as well. Take care, people. Respect.